The following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello, and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And then, of course, today the CDC released their sort of summary for last year, 2020. And they said the top three causes of death in America, number one was heart disease, that's always. Cancer is number two, that's always. And COVID-19 moved up to number three. Okay? Now, earlier that year, August of 2020, Johns Hopkins came out and said the third leading cause of deaths in hospitals, American hospitals alone, the third leading cause of death in American hospitals alone is medical errors. Doctor kills. Okay, is your doctor killing you? That's why we came out with the CD, is your doctor killing you, right? Only dead doctors don't lie. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so what's going on here? Well, you have to appreciate that doctors get no training of any consequence in nutrition. And they think everything's either a genetic thing or an autoimmune thing, neither of which is true. There are no genetically transmitted diseases. That's why Bruce Lipton and I are considered the two fathers and founding fathers of the science of epigenetics. Okay, and that's why my thesis on 20,000 autopsies is in the Smithsonian Institute as a national treasure, because it's one of the two fathers of the science of epigenetics, which has replaced genetics. And I've been yelling about this, for over 50 years now. And this is a good case in point, the COVID thing. But the heart disease is caused by bad diets, causing inflammation inside the arteries and plaque and so forth. It's not cholesterol. It's fried foods and salad dressings and things like that. And then also nutritional deficiencies causing sudden heart death in young athletes. Dr. Milan and I did 1,700 autopsies on kids under the age 10 that died of heart disease in Qishan, China, called Qishan disease. And through that study, we were able to eliminate, we were able to eliminate cystic fibrosis, thought to be a genetic disease, simple nutritional deficiency. And then muscular dystrophy, we were able to get rid of that, gave the information to Jerry Lewis, and the Muscular Dystrophy Association fired Jerry Lewis when he brought them the cure and prevention for it. He was able to also eliminate sediment death syndrome. Okay, sediment death syndrome is not caused by the mother laying on the babies. 98% of the babies die in the crib, so I forced them to change the name to crib death. And back 10, 12 years ago, crib death, sediment death syndrome, occurred in 1 out of 300 normal births. Well, now it's 1 in 3,000 normal births, because in April 16th of 2013, we forced in federal courts, the judges forced, based on that study, 1,700 autopsies, can't argue with that, okay, to put this nutrient into baby formulas, Enfamil, Similac, and the like. And a year and a half later, let's see here, North Carolina, right? Their big newspaper, they came out in North Carolina and said on the front page, okay, we don't know why, but sediment death syndrome has vanished in the state of North Carolina. 3 months later, then came Missouri. 3 months later, then came the entire world. Okay, and back then it was 1 in 300 normal births would die of sediment death syndrome, and now it's 1 in 3,000. Not perfect, but it's a heck of an improvement. Okay, well, so I say all that because this is what's happening here with the coronavirus thing. The coronavirus thing is very simple. You've heard me say this for the last year and a half. The vaccines aren't going to be the answer because vaccines don't kill the virus. They just alert your body to the bad DNA and RNA. And so I don't need to go into that because I've said it 100 times in the last year on this program. But I will point out that you have to give your intestines a good diet, get rid of the gluten so your intestines won't be damaged. Gluten in wheat, bread, or rye notes contain a substance called pro-inflammatory cytokines, which destroy the villi, the little finger-like projections. They go away over a period of months and years, so that a 3-year-old, when they get the coronavirus, it's kind of like a 3-day thing, common cold, no big deal. After 3-5 days, they have all the antibodies they need to protect them for the rest of their lives against the coronavirus. When a 30-year-old, a 50-year-old, a 70-year-old get it, and they have all these pre-existing conditions, suddenly now your bone marrow is dead because all your villi and your intestines are dead. Even if you're supplementing, you can't absorb enough nutrition to get your bone marrow producing white blood cells, antibodies, red blood cells, and platelets to defend you when the bug comes along. So this is very simple. You got to do the diet. Get rid of the bad stuff, fried foods, processed meats, oils, gluten, sweet bread, oats, and sugars. Take the 90 essential nutrients. Take the big hammer in the toolbox right now, the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, MSM, vitamin D3, and the glucogel. Take our colloidal silver. I've been doing it for 25 years. Put 2 droppers full under my tongue, 30 minutes for each meal, 30 minutes for bedtime. Use a hand sanitizer. Use our Rebound sports drink with 100 nutrients in it instead of colas and big glasses of juice and stuff like that. And, you're going to support your immune system. That's where it's all at. And so I urge you to do that. Stay away from hospitals if you can, because the third leading cause of death in American hospitals is medical errors, okay? Just simple silliness and stupidity on the part of the surgeons and nurses and everybody else in hospitals. So here we go. I want you to appreciate that when you compare equal populations, you find that it depends on their diet whether or not they're going to get the coronavirus and live or die. This came out, a year and a half ago. Indigenous peoples per 100,000 infections each year, each month, 210 will die. Black people, 155 will die per 100,000 infections. Latinos is 120. Asians is only 75. Back into these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free, 888-379-2552.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Longevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Longevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Cocogevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream. Cocogevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And again, this whole thing with this coronavirus is very simple. We can get rid of it in 90 days if everybody would just listen, okay? Number one, right now, as of today, our count is 31,121,365 infections and 564,569 deaths. That's for the United States alone. Okay, that's America. We're 1/4 of the deaths and 1/4 of the infections in the entire world. Okay, it's a gluten thing. You have to give up the gluten. No wheat, no barley, rye, and oats, so you can maximize absorption of nutrition, which then goes through your bloodstream to your bone marrow to make white blood cells, including the T cells, T lymphocytes, which are kind of the Marines and the cavalry for your immune system, red blood cells, platelets, and also the, let's see here, also the stem cells that make antibodies, okay, all need those nutrients. The vaccinations only alert your body to the bad DNA and RNA in the viruses and bacteria and fungus and yeast. They don't kill the bugs. So if you're eating gluten, your intestines are dead. You can't absorb nutrition even if you're supplementing. Then your bone marrow dies. You have to get iron and B12 shots every month because you can't absorb them anymore. When that doesn't work, and you give you transfusions, when you get tired of that, they're going to suggest a bone marrow transplant because your bone marrow is dead because you can't get nutrition to it. This is very simple, but it's your responsibility. Okay, it's each of our own responsibility to get rid of the fried foods, the processed meats, the oils and glutens, wheat, butter, and stop, and the sugar, and stop eating like Europeans and eat like Asians. Rice, maize, let's see here, which is corn. I would throw in beans, squash, sweet potatoes, and seaweed, and that's why we have the fucoid Z and the Z radical and Ocean's Gold and all that kind of stuff to supplement our healthy brain and heart pack. And don't forget vitamin D3. Don't forget and the MSM and the glucogel, all the things that support healthy bone maintenance, and especially the bone marrow, which is your immune system. This is one of those things where you have to do that because the doctor's not going to recommend this because they have no knowledge of it. In 8 years of medical school and pre-med, you get like 2 minutes of nutrition, okay? And then they're probably asleep because they had a big night the night before drinking. And so it's one of those things you're not going to get much nutrition information from a medical doctor. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, I've got a story headline, Vitamin D deficiency is a primary cause of COVID hospitalizations and deaths. This comes from a board-certified pathologist, Dr. Ryan Cole. He has studied the real reasons why people suffer from infections. Vitamin D deficiency, which plagues about 70% of the world's population. And they go on to say that normal vitamin D levels decrease your COVID symptom severity or for hospitalization risk by 90%. And it goes on to say that vitamin D deficiency is disproportionate among different races and ethnicities. And he goes on to say melanin content in the skin is a determining factor on how well people absorb the sun's rays. And says that vitamin D deficiency affects roughly 47% of Caucasians, 70% of Latinos, 72% of Native Americans, and 83% of African Americans. They say COVID-19 has adversely affected African Americans because their skin is not adept to assimilate vitamin D efficiently.
Okay, well, that's certainly one part of it. I'm going to get that article, so save it for me. Okay, give me the information, I'll get it. But what this pathologist didn't appreciate and didn't relate to was this one beautiful little study that came out, it's got to be a year ago, and they looked at the number of deaths per 100,000 infections based on race. The indigenous peoples, the Native Americans, is 210 per year, per month, 210 per 100,000 infections. Blacks are 155 per 100,000 infections per month. Pacific Islanders, we're talking about Hawaii and Alaska, it's 150 per 100,000 per month. Whites, it's 121 per 100,000 per month. Latinos, it's 120,000 per month. And Asians are only 75. That's because They eat a diet that is gluten-free. They eat a diet that is gluten-free. They eat a diet that is gluten-free. So you have several issues, including, you always hear me say vitamin D3, but you also have to be gluten-free. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Longevity has been helping people promote optimal health, among others, for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local longevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine-tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I got to tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local longevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And another one of my great comparisons I love is Minnesota, which has very little sunshine, versus Arizona, which has a lot of sunshine. Both the Navajo Indians in Arizona and the Ojibwe Indians in Minnesota have about the same population, about 350,000 in their main reservation. And the Ojibways have 27 infections and 0 dead. The Navajos have 30,000 infections and 1,200 dead. And so what's the difference? There's a huge difference here. Well, the Ojibways have been eating wild rice and algae from the Great Lakes for 400 years. The Navajos have been eating something called wheat, butter, and oats for 200 years. There you go. The Navajo's intestines are dead. They can't absorb nutrition. And if their bone marrow is dead, the Ojibways, they're eating rice, wild rice, for 400 years, and algae, and then the fish and stuff like that, and the wild game and stuff from around the Great Lakes. This is very simple. Shar, Michigan is spiking big time here. One of the biggest spiking states now, along with New York and let's see here, Florida and Texas and California. What's going on in
You know
Michigan?
what that means? I'll tell you exactly what that means. Our governor is going to shut the state down again. No travel. She'll close all the restaurants. We won't be able to go. Only a couple of people will be able to go into buildings of, business buildings at a time.
Yeah.
That
is the result. Okay, that's a result of what's going on. So what's causing this
I know
new
it's
spike?
causing it. People not taking care of themselves. It's a gluten problem. But
There you go.
I don't think we're getting to enough people. That's the problem. And maybe people don't care. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I really don't.
Okay, well, here's what I think happens. This happens all the time. They hear us, and they say, okay, I better ask my doctor about this. They ask their doctor. They either call them or email them or whatever, go there for a visit, and they say, what about this Charmaine and Wallach guy? They talk about all this gluten stuff, and the doctor will say, listen, people have been eating gluten for 1,000 years. Don't worry about it. Just, eat well. Stay away from fried foods. Don't smoke. Stay away from alcohol and so forth. Get your vaccinations, and everything will be fine. Well, my doctor says I can eat all the gluten I want. Well, it's just like when doctors said eat whole grains. They didn't say stay away from wheat, butter, and oats, eat rice and millet and buckwheat, but you cannot have wheat, butter, and oats. They didn't say that, okay? And so they drove people to eat incorrectly by saying eat whole grain and you'll be healthier and live longer. Exactly the wrong information. You have to eat like an Asian, okay? Maize, rice, sweet potatoes, beans, squash, and seaweed, and then you will live longer. But you do have to supplement with the 90. And the Asians are doing it by eating the seaweed. And here's one for you, Shar. Let's look at the Pima Indians. There's a big population in Arizona. There's a big population in the Sierra Madres Mountains in Mexico. The Pima Indians in Arizona, 60% of the males have type 2 diabetes, 40% of the females have type 2 diabetes. In Mexico, in the Sierra Madres, only 4%. Same genetics. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewable. And besides that, they're not as good as tangy tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 90 Flat Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And if you want to get a hold of the CDs and the DVDs and the books and things that give you all this information, including, going back when this all started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882, on Pearl Street in New York City, in the bluff overlooking the construction of the Brooklyn Bridge, Thomas Edison and Jonathan Leibs pulled the switch in the first commercial electric generating plant. We shortly switched over from wood as fuel to electricity all over the world, in the industrialized world. And this took away our source of nutritional minerals, which are in the wood ashes, which we put into our gardens and into our food and so forth. And doctors, when they were asked by the patients, shouldn't I be taking some vitamins, minerals, and things? They said, nah, just eat well, you get everything you need. That'd be just like telling people, don't put oil in your car. That's stupid. You waste too much money. Just put dirt from Texas and Oklahoma in there. There's bound to be some oil in it. Now, an insane person wouldn't do that to their car, and yet relatively normal people, when their doctor says, oh, just eat well, you get everything you need, they beat their chest, say, my doctor said I can get everything I need just by eating well. Well, the average lifespan of an emergency room trauma surgeon is 57. Why would you believe anything they had to say about longevity and health? Okay, let's see here. Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Michigan. And Linda, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Linda. You're on the air.
Dr.
How can we help you? Hi.
Dr. Wallach, this is just a last-ditch effort. My sister is 71 years old. She's had lung cancer. She was a smoker. She quit. She had treatment. She was fine. Then about 3-4 years later, they said her liver was full of it. They put a port in, did chemo and whatnot and immunotherapy. Then they said it was gone, and the doctor's kind of scratching his head. He was surprised. So now she's really taken a dive for the worst. And
okay, how much does she weigh?
Brain.
How much does she weigh?
Right now, she probably weighs 105 pounds.
Okay. Well, yeah, if it's metastasized, if it's gone to the brain, she's in real deep trouble. Okay, I'm not going to mince any words there. She's in deep trouble if she's got metastasis of the cancer, lung cancer into the brain. Okay, this is serious, serious stuff. But I've had people with similar type things where they were given, weeks to live, and they lived 3 years on our program. Okay, so we're looking for a comfortable life and significant more time. We can't, indicate that we can cure it. And so, Shar, what would you do for Linda's sister, who's 105 pounds and 71 years old?
Well, she's got to clean up her diet: no wheat, barley, rye, oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, and no oils of any kind. And then I would get her on a healthy brain and heart pack, and I would add the Ultimate Daily Classic. I'd add an extra bottle of selenium, vitamin D3 for absorption, and then in addition, for the issue she has, Ocean's Gold, Fucoid Z and or Z Radical, which is a liquid, and Oxybody Cherry Berry for oxygen.
Yeah, she needs to be taking in these nutrients for like every hour. Take a little bit of them. Don't take them all at once. But she needs to be sipping on the liquids all day. Taking, I take so many pills and capsules and tablets. I've now divided them into 4 doses, and I take liquids every hour because I take so much. And I'm 82, and you can testify, Shar, that I don't have any pre-existing conditions. I don't have any diabetes and high blood pressure and arthritis and all that kind of stuff. No. I don't. And so I've been doing this, since I was 9 years old. 73 years. And so Linda, do what you can. Do what Shar says. Keep her off of gluten. Let her eat like an Asian. Take the nutrients, but let her take them dribbly all day as opposed to trying to take them all at once. And then keep in touch with us. Let us know how she's doing. Back after these messages.
That does open a line. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us toll-free, 888-379-2552. Lines open. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And again, I want to point out that this, the basic underlying factor here for the coronavirus infection and the devastation it's had on the world is diet. It's not race. Okay, it's diet, not race. Let's look at Nigeria and Brazil. Okay, about the same population, 208 million people each. Nigeria is in Western Africa, and Brazil is one of the biggest land masses in South America. Nigeria has 2,000 dead, And the same time period, Brazil with the same population has 318,000 dead. 318,000 is a lot more than 2,000. Okay, Nigeria has 162,700, about 163,000 infections, and Brazil has 12.5 million infections. Huge difference. Well, what's the difference here? They both, kind of live in the same latitudes and so forth. Well, that's because Nigeria is 98% black African tribal people. Okay, but they should have a higher rate if it's just a race. No, there's something else going on here. Okay, they live like Asians. They live on maize, corn, rice, sweet potatoes, beans, squash, and seaweed. Whereas the Brazilians, 47% of their population are white Europeans that came there hundreds of years ago, brought with them wheat, butter, and oats. 47% are mulattoes, race between white and black. And then about 9% are pure black, and then there's a couple of percentage points that are Asians. Okay? And so in Brazil, they all eat like Europeans, whereas in Nigeria, they all eat like Asians. Yet they both have big sunshiny countries, okay, lots of vitamin D3, but one is eating like an Asian, the other one is eating like Europeans. And that's why you have the difference, 162,000 versus 12 million, 2,000 deaths versus 318,000. Brazil used to be the second largest number of deaths in the world from the coronavirus, but now Mexico has moved up with 321,000. They're number two behind us. And, of course, we have 564,569 dead from the coronavirus. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Pennsylvania. And, Jackie, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hey, Jackie, you're on the air. How can we help you?
Thank you. Thank you for taking my call. Yes, I have a friend who is 60 years old, and she had a complete hysterectomy a year ago, and since then she's gained weight and her metabolism has changed.
Okay, do you know how much she weighs?
She weighs between 150 and 170.
Okay, and then how tall is she?
Well, I would say about 5'5".
Okay, well, 5'5". For a lady, 140 is not bad. Okay, 140 to 150 is not bad. And so, Charmaine, what would you do for Jackie's friend who had a hysterectomy and she's gained some weight and she's not happy with the weight gain? What would you do to help her lose the weight, maintain a better weight?
Well, first of all, no wheat, barley, rye, or oats. That's going to help her lose weight. No fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils. And then I would, because of her weight now, I would get her on 2 healthy brain and heart packs, and I would add Ultimate Daily Classic to that. I would add MSM, and I would add vitamin D3. And then for energy, I would have her take the Rebound in the cans or in the packets, either one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now what would you do to help her? What would you help her to proactively lose some weight? What would you give her?
Well, she could use the keto diet 2 out of 3 meals a day with the keto shake and or the keto bars.
Yeah, and if she thinks it's too radical to go for 2 meals a day, she can start out with 1 meal a day, and she'll lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And as you say, getting rid of all the bad foods and having one keto meal doesn't have to be the same meal every day. It could be the shake or the bar. You tried the bars once. How'd you do with the bars?
Me? I can't even eat a whole bar at a time.
Yeah, they're too filling.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay, so that would be the direction, Jackie. Give us a call. Let us know how she does. But this is a very simple deal. If she wants if she's had a hysterectomy, what would you help her with her hormones, Charmaine?
Well, she could take the Xerafem if she wanted to. That should help things.
Yeah, she could take, say, 2 bottles a month of the Xerafem. She could take 3 of those with each meal and then eat 3 eggs twice a day with soft yolks to help her make more estrogen, and that'll help also. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Florida. And Doretha, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Okay, I'm sorry. Was that Doretha?
Yes, Raisa. Yes, I'm online. Yes. Thank you, doctor.
Okay,
I called you on January, and I improved my health. My digestion is back, but I have problem. My TSH too high, 13, because I have food sensitivity and cannot take ocean gold. Anything you can suggest me that I cannot take seaweed? I'm not good with seaweed, but I'm good with kelp. Am I taking kelp?
Okay, well, what you can do is you could go ahead and try the either the Fucoid Z, which is capsules, okay, or you could use the Z radical, okay, which is a liquid. You can try that, okay, and so just how much do you weigh now?
112 pounds and 5.5 my height.
Okay, so you're 5 foot.
5 foot 5.5. 5.5.
Okay, 5.5. Okay, 5 foot 5 inches. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 112 pounds. All right. And so, Shar, what would you do for her? She's, concerned about her thyroid issues here, and her hormone levels and everything. So I've given her a plan. What diet would you put her on?
Well, she can't have any cruciferous vegetables, and she can't have any wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, and no oils. That alone is going to help a lot.
Yeah, and no cruciferous vegetables. You get an A+ there. That means no cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale. You don't have to give up pizza because you can have a gluten-free pizza. Get the pizza that's made with a cauliflower crust. I have pizza, a 4-cheese pizza with, 8 or 10 different vegetables on it. I put sliced salmon and tuna and stuff like that, and lamb chops on top of my pizzas. But they're made with cauliflower, not wheat. And so all the grandkids are happy because they don't have to give up pizza. And you can have corn tortillas. You cannot have flour tortillas, okay? So you have to be choosy, very careful what you eat, and take your 90 essential nutrients, and your thyroid should be happy. But as Shar said, give up those cruciferous vegetables, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale. And this is true for everybody. The Fucoid Z, the Z radical, and Ocean's Gold actually support your immune system and are very, very anti-inflammatory. And it's one of those things where, in this day and time, what would you have her add to help her drop down any exposure to the virus or other bad stuff? What would you do on a regular basis?
Well, I would take Killer Biotic, vitamin D3, 911, Immune 911, CFX, zinc, and colloidal silver, of course.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that zinc. Yeah, the zinc is good, of course, and the formula you gave her is good. And the colloidal silver, I've been doing it for 25 years. Okay, 2 droppers full under the tongue, 30 minutes for each meal. 2 droppers full under the tongue, 30 minutes for bed. And there's no alcohol in it, so it doesn't burn or sting or irritate. You can even put it in your eyes. It doesn't hurt. At least ours doesn't have any alcohol in it. We've avoided that. But it does when you look it up on Siri. What bugs, what viruses, bacteria, fungus, and yeast does colloidal silver either inhibit growth or kill?
It kills
all of them.
Kills them.
All of them. Kills them.
Yeah.
Okay, back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Longevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Longevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many of Ancient Legacy's oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. For life's everyday aches and pains, such as sprained ankles, pulled muscles, and other bumps and bruises, try Ancient Legacy Trauma Oil. which contains essential oils traditionally known to help with pain, swelling, and inflammation. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
If weight loss is your goal, try Youngevity Slender FX Keto Caramel Weight Management Bars and Shake. Designed to enhance any low carbohydrate or low glycemic diet by supplying the energizing and filling protein dieters need without unhealthy excess carbs, a keto diet known for its low carb intake, pushing the body to produce ketones from fat. Used as energy, a state known as ketosis, by using fat, not carbohydrates, as fuel in this metabolic state. A keto diet supports and promotes healthy weight management. For optimal health, with this system, you should be able to lose 1 to 2 pounds each day. So, what are you waiting for? Start helping people today with your own home-based business.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers or emails.
Let's head to New York. And Angela, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Angela,
Hi.
You're on the air. Hi.
Hi.
How can
Thanks
we
so
help
much
you?
for taking my call. Yeah. Well, I'm a 45-year-old mother of 3 young children, and I have been, very active. I used to go to the gym for like 3 hours at a time, a couple of times a week. And then in March of 2020, I had, COVID-19, and it was at first, for a couple of weeks, a sinus infection, and then all of a sudden, one night, my entire body turned beet red, like a sunburn. My lips turned blue.
Mm-hmm.
My body started burning from my fingertips all the way through my body to my toes. And long story short, I've, just been struggling for the past year, trying to get back to my healthy self.
How much you weigh? We only have moments
So
here,
I
so
weigh,
how much you weigh?
Yes, no problem. I weigh 170.
Okay, and how tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
Okay.
I'm still pretty muscular.
Okay, do you have any other issues, any bowel problems, irritable bowel syndrome, anything like that?
No, I don't.
Do you have any skin problems, any eczema?
No.
You're struggling with
shortness of breath, fatigue, and particularly tingling in my legs.
Okay, do you have a low back issue?
No.
Okay, do you have any tingling in your hands or trigger finger, anything like that?
Periodically, my hands are a little bit tingling.
Any ringing in the ears or dizziness?
No.
Okay, Char, what would you do here for Angela? Okay, she's 5'6". She's 170 pounds. She has a history of having COVID, and now she has fatigue. Her legs have tingling and all that kind of stuff, and her hands maybe a little bit, but she's tired all the time and breathless and so on. What's going on here? What would you do for her? We only have minutes, so get right at it, Charmaine.
Okay, I would get her on a gluten-free diet. No wheat, barley, rye oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, and no oils of any kind. And then because of her weight, I would get her on 2 healthy brain and heart packs, and I would add to that Ultimate Daily Classic, MSM, vitamin D3 for absorption, And that pretty much should. And if for energy and stuff, again, the Rebound is an excellent product to take. I like the cans.
You take to the gym, yeah.
Yeah, to take to the gym, exactly.
Okay, well, thank you, Charmaine. And so, Angela, give us a call in a couple of weeks and let us know how it goes. But, I mean, you can start by getting rid of all the bad foods out of your house when you hang up. Immediately convert over to a gluten-free diet. Box up all the gluten you have in the house. Even if you got 6 months' worth, box it up and use it as a tax deduction and give it to your doctor. No wheat, butter, or oats, whether, breakfast of champions, oatmeal, bread, cookies, crackers, spaghetti, all that stuff's got to go. Chicken noodle soup. Chicken rice soup is fine. You can have pizza, but it's got to be a gluten-free pizza with cauliflower crust as opposed to wheat crust. And you can have rice beer if you're interested, but not wheat beer. You can have things like, I have a glass of red wine every night with dinner, and I have a third of a pint of gluten-free ice cream. My favorite is white chocolate with the raspberry truffle. Woo! That is good. And so I treat myself at the end of the day for all this stuff that we're doing now. And it's one of those things where, again, I've been doing this for 73 years. I'm 82 years old. Most people think I'm 45 or 50 when they look at me. I don't have any wrinkles. I don't have any of the pre-existing conditions. Get a hold of that Red Warning Light CD. 8 or 9 things that pharmacist, almost a pastor, pharmacist Keith Abel and I put together with about 8 or 9 pre-existing conditions that set you up for the coronavirus bad outcome. So you can go to www.drjwallach.com and get a hold of these tools, books, CDs, DVDs. Educate yourself and your family. Get the 90 essential nutrients. Get off all the bad stuff. You'll lose a little bit of weight by getting off the bad stuff. You'll save yourself enormous of unnecessary misery. You'll add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life by getting off the bad stuff and taking the 90. Well, thank you, everybody. Great questions and testimonies today. Thank you so much, Charmaine. Superlative job, as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless the American flag. God bless our national anthem. And God bless America.
When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.